I didn't know it was like, you gonna eat me? Yeah, I am. Wrong answer.
And that's all it took.
Hi guys, we are nice. I'm Ray.
And I'm Gerard.
Gerard.
That's how you say it.
You and me.
That right there.
The way you said it was perfect.
See, the perfect intro
As
right
long as
there.
the guys are not here, you cannot say what you're saying.
I'll
But
still
not
say it. And it just sounds better. That's how you're supposed to do it.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever watched the movie Gladiator?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever seen the movie Aliens?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Where are we going? Where are we going?
Have you ever seen, let's see, the movie, I believe it's Blade Runner.
Is there multiple movies? Because
Yes.
I only want one.
You probably saw the sequel, the last one that came out.
most
Yeah,
likely.
okay.
Most likely.
All of those movies have the same thing in common. They're all directed by Ridley Scott.
Okay.
Same director.
Okay.
All right. I love him specifically because I do love aliens. I love the aliens movies.
You do.
I also do like Blade Runner. I just saw Blade Runner for the first time, and I enjoy that pretty much. But Gladiator, it's like, wow, I love Gladiator, right? So now we're gonna watch one of his older movies with a big star.
Okay.
This is Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
Have you enjoyed Tom Cruise movies before?
I've seen the Mission Impossible. I've seen all of them.
All right. Now I know you're not really good with names.
No,
for the most part, but you knew Tom Cruise as soon as I said it. You knew exactly what I was talking about. All right, he's that big a star.
Yeah.
Right, and I really do think that Tom Cruise is a really good actor. Like I love him as an actor. All right, it's not just this. Even I don't know if you've seen a movie called.
Isn't he? Doesn't he do his own stunts? Or like in
Yeah, he
every
does. He
movie
does
that
his own stunts.
That he does his own stunts.
But have you seen the movie Tropic Thunder?
Yeah.
He's in this movie, and you would never think it was Tom Cruise. And they thought about making him the next Iron Man. Right? Imagine that. If he would have been the next Iron Man. I think it would have been actually pretty cool, actually. It would have been pretty awesome. But anyway, what we're going to watch today is called Legend. This is going to be the first time, I think on our channel, that we're watching a fantasy movie, not sci-fi.
I think we watched a couple.
We watched Game of Thrones, but the dragon thing, but it's a show. Talk about movie.
Yeah, movie-wise.
Movie-wise, I don't think we've seen a fantasy movie. Which one?
No, you and Julian, you guys ended up watching the 12 the
Time Bandit?
Time Bandit.
Yeah, but that's time traveling.
But that's fantasy.
That's still sci-fi. I think that's more sci-fi than fantasy.
Half and half.
Well, yeah. It's half and half, right? But full fantasy, this will be the first one.
I believe so.
All right?
I believe so.
So this is called Legend. This came out back in 1986. I was a very young 13-year-old kid when this came out. I remember watching this movie. I did see it, but a very long time ago. I think when I first saw it was probably the last time I saw it.
Oh, wow.
So
then you only watch it once?
So I don't remember the story at all. I know Tom Cruise in it. I know Tim Curry is in it. Tim Curry is a really good actor. And you seen Tim Curry was me when we watched, we both saw the submarine movie that we saw.
Yeah.
Right? With Sean Connery, The Hunt for Red October.
Yes.
So and again, if you haven't seen that, that's in our library. That's a really good reaction.
Super good movie.
Tim Curry's in that movie, and he's in this movie, but he's playing a really major. Like the character he's playing this time around is like one of his most famous characters that he's played. So that's gonna be quite a treat. So I'm looking forward to watching this. It's been a very, very long time. I'm glad I'm watching with you because I know you've never seen it.
Never.
But I do know you like some fantasy stuff.
Yeah,
right?
big time.
So you guys ready for this?
Yep.
Well, I said you guys, but us, are we ready for this?
I'm ready.
We absolutely are. So this is Legend, 1986. Tom Cruise, directed by Ridley Scott. Let's do this.
Lord.
Oh, it's dark. Jesus Christ.
So is he just getting...
He's cutting pieces of meat off.
He's cutting pieces of his hand.
Oh my God.
And this contact goes crazy.
This is dope. Okay. But that's a dope character. Like that whole design of that character is so badass. Oh my God. I would have ran out of there had I saw that bug coming at me. Dude, we're not allowed all these birds in here, bro. They're gonna poop all over the place.
Yeah, I don't think this is her house.
That's a baby.
Alice in the world. You live
I guess she's the princess?
now.
You're very sweet, Lili.
I guess so. Or later.
Is Jack Tom Cruise? Is that why she's going into the forest all the time? Because she's in love?
Or like some Peter Pan type vibe, or what?
I don't know, right?
Something to me, please.
Yep, that's Tom
My
Cruise.
guy's like a kid. He was like a kid. It's funny you said Peter Pan, right? Because it does have like a bit of a Peter Pan vibe here.
Yeah. Or I would say more like Tarzan type of vibe, I guess.
Nah, I think you're right with Peter Pan.
Yeah.
That's more a bit more like it. Oh,
And no wonder why she likes to go to the woods.
innocence. There's no innocence here. What the hell is that pig back here? These guys are going to interrupt this? That's why she want to go to the forest. There's a name for that.
Yeah, she had an appointment.
She had an appointment.
Yeah.
That's not what you say when you blindfold somebody. You trust me?
Yeah, but you still have to wear it.
There's a couple. They're about to get killed, right? Those goblins are right behind them.
One-horn mule.
Ugly.
Mules. He's telling you no. He knows these things. Oh my God. If she gets killed or kidnapped, that's her fault.
Yeah, she's gonna get stabbed by
the horn, right?
Ah. He tell you something, you didn't want to listen, and now you're like acting.
He's gonna blame you for this.
Yup.
You'll break my heart.
And still
Oof.
you're dear to me as life itself.
You asked him, do you trust me? Right? Here you go. He gives you the trust, and there you go breaking his.
Yep.
Now, is that him? Did he start early in his life doing his own stunts? Oh, that might not have been him.
Maybe it was.
That'd be awesome if that was him.
Or something like that. You're the one that threw it. Why are you yelling? You threw it down there. I like it how she just leaves him there.
I think she thought he died because she never saw him come out the water. She ran off. Now she's gonna bring danger to her friend. And I guess you're right about the Peter Pan thing, bro. We got Tinkerbell showing up.
Here's to Jack, loving fool and fairy friend.
Is that a kid or is that like a little person?
That might be a kid. That looks a lot like
Like who?
I'm trying to see what movie I can name him from.
I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel bad for Jack. He liked this girl, she did him bad. She didn't even listen to him, and look what happened to the world. That's just one unicorn. Why happened to kill the other unicorn? There was two of them.
The world will be pitch black.
Honestly.
So all was forgiven just because he said it was for love.
That's it, right? That's what it looked like. See how girls can get you in trouble, bro? These girls will get you murdered, bro.
The curse, though. That's the real question.
That's the real question. I think when you're in this room, like you don't even think about that. Like, oh, you know what? Let me get this. Let me get that. This is my goodwill.
He probably rolled a 20 in perception.
Right? And got this. It wasn't him. Oh. Una got him there.
He knows but you. It's our secret, Jack. Don't tell Gump.
So this is just glitter everywhere?
Promise.
It looks that way. His face is covered in glitter.
And they're just throwing glitter on front of the camera.
Dude, glitter is such a pain in the ass to get off your body.
Heck yeah.
Like, you ever done projects at school and you had to use glitter with the glue on it? You got glitter on your hands?
Yeah.
3 weeks, you still got glitter in your hand after washing and bathing over and over and over again.
Yeah, glitter's banned in my house.
In every house.
Yeah.
It should be banned in every house. Did she end up in the same cave with Tom Cruise? How?
No, I think they just ended up following.
Oh, she's following them.
Yeah.
Oh no. Plenty big pop.
Yeah, what an asshole. He's cooking, and you're gonna do that to him when he's cooking?
No! No! Have you no sense of
There was a mummy there the entire time.
Oh,
They just jumped with him too.
is he blocking them all with a pan?
show your paper face. You can't keep me up.
This is supposed to be a kid movie. It's pretty dark
For a kid movie.
for a kid movie. In the earlier scene, we saw like an orc cutting some guy up with a knife,
Yeah.
and the guy is squirming. We see a unicorn get murdered, and this guy gets hit in the head with an arrow. Oh, Brown Time might be alive.
And it all started with this dude trying to impress a girl.
Yeah.
That's one spot on arrow will do no harm.
I give me back. The great tree. When
That kid should be
evil
freezing.
Ridley ruled the land,
Especially with that armor.
came here to sacrifice.
He's only in fur. That in
Oh, you mean
like branches. The kid. Oh, the elf. I didn't know it was like, you gonna eat me? Yeah, I am. Wrong answer.
And that's all it took.
That's all it took.
Barbecue?
I would say so.
Meanwhile, he's like, "Are we gonna taste good?"
That guy's still cutting the same guy. He was still cutting the same guy. I think
he was hitting the table. He was like, like, bro, come on,
I think he just covered him in vinegar.
danger, bro.
Dude, they're gonna come with the pieces. He better do something about that. That guy's still cutting the same guy, bro.
Yeah, but at least the guy now is dead.
He think of himself.
You ask if you'll kiss me, Jack.
Bruh. So this dude just got these girls acting up.
They're going crazy for this guy.
Facts. He just snap his finger.
All right, she's a pain in the ass. Wasting time there for no reason. Get your ass to work. Open that door up. How about killing her? That'll be easier.
Bruh.
I mean, she's not a warrior. She hasn't been hiding
She's a regular
anywhere.
human.
She's just walking around all in the open. Tell these two guys to shoot arrows at her. She'll be dead in no time. Be done. Look, she's not even trying to hide. She's like,
But I think he fell in love with her beauty.
She fell in love with her own beauty?
Yeah, no, he.
Okay, who? The demon?
Yeah. Just said he's fascinated by her.
I thought he was distracted by her. But you may be right. Maybe he does want her. A lot of this is filmed like a dream almost, right? It's almost like you're dreaming a bit. I think Gump is dead.
Meanwhile, he has arrows but doesn't use them.
But they were close. He needs a sword.
Or somewhere else.
I don't think it was this place. Because I remember a fireplace.
True.
No, it's not here. This is that demon's darkness, right? His name goes by Darkness. Mm-hmm. This is his place. How did she end up here, though? Like, if this is his place, how did she end up here?
I don't know, because technically if the goblin ended up kidnapping her.
Was she kidnapped, though?
The unicorn is over there as well.
But
and they grabbed the net.
I think she escaped. They probably grabbed the unicorn and let her go.
You think so?
Because they want the unicorn more than they want her. What the heck? Visually, this movie is stunning. I mean, it's a beautiful looking picture.
That's crazy.
Look at that. Looks like the kind of jewelry they used to wear back in the old Oscars. You know, those old school Oscars, and then women came out with these just bling everywhere. Or maybe she's hypnotizing her. I can't even tell if that's a woman or not. Well, no, it's father. It said father.
The one that's
I'm black.
Nah, that's a woman.
No, but it said, I think it was talking. It said make it one. It said father on it. Yeah, she's being hypnotized. Oh. There she goes.
Oh,
she's now one of them.
Yep.
And good for her. That's the way the movie should end right now. She gets what she deserves. That's pretty cool. Oof. How convenient she faints now. I mean, I think I will faint if I saw that coming at me, bro. With some horse hooves. Dude, look at this shot. What a great design for a character, bro. I can't get over it. So good. That's so good. And the voice, perfect.
His voice too, like with him acting, is just like Because he's talking so low with everything.
There shall never be another dawn.
Okay, so at least she still has some sense of like herself, even though she transformed.
Why would you say that out loud?
Is he biting?
I think he is biting.
Bruh.
At least he defended, you know? I would be concerned because after the last unicorn, I mean, what? Maybe 10 more years before he's dead? And then what?
Well, no, not really, because if it's a unicorn, it's a magical creature. It's like they're immortal.
You think so?
Yeah. But is that not making noise?
That's making noise.
People should have been walking out by now. That too.
That's a good throw.
It's gonna hit him.
It's gonna hit him.
It's gonna hit him.
I mean, all the risks they took, they didn't have to take that risk. Forrest. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. Like,
My soul.
I just realized those are some huge
love.
horns.
this must have been hours
Of
to put this makeup on,
preparing
if
it.
not days. Like, to me, they probably did his makeup and then that same day did all the shots they needed to do with it. Because they're not doing that again. That was masterpiece. We cannot take that down and do it again.
I value your thoughts. Share them with me.
Can you imagine dressed like him for Halloween? You walk down
Some huge horn.
some huge horn, or even a cosplay. I wonder if people cosplay as him. That'd be dope.
Look at him.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I hope he got nominated for makeup and best acting. Look at this. Dude, how's this? I'm gonna have nightmares tonight just from that scene. God, that's awesome. He's like, what the hell was that? Guys, we made a mistake.
It all started with their unicorns, man.
Okay, doesn't be the song. I was like, forever young. I would have been like, we're gonna get married, but I'm not jumping in the water. You know? But that's gonna bring back to life. Some duct tape or some epoxy, that'll work.
Mira. I know a guy that can just.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Back to life right there. Yep, look at that.
I think you're right. I think they are immortal. I thought it was dead with the thing off like that. Just laying. Maybe just hibernate until it gets his powers back.
No, I think it's just based off that horn.
Oh, resurrected probably and came back.
No. Or was that it? Or was that
All right.
the movie saying that, like, you know?
Yeah, then they goodbye
dark,
and
no,
my-
or just saying like
my-
darkness will always be there. You know,
could be, right? Could be. There have to be darkness if there's light at some point.
exactly.
Wow. I like the movie.
It's a good movie.
It's a good movie. It could have been great,
Yes.
and it's not great. It's not great. Maybe you think the same thing I'm thinking.
Like, no, so for me, it was good. I was paying attention all throughout. Once it started getting towards that, it was the
baddie, the ending part.
Yeah, the demon just talking to like they were stretching out their dialogue till I was okay. I was snoozing at that point. But other than that, once everything started going back up again, okay, I was paying attention again. But other than that, they were stretching the dialogue.
Stretching the dialogue, in many places it was like, I think they were trying to make a dark movie, but a kid movie at the same time, and it's clashing because it's too dark to be a kid movie, you know. But there are scenes that are like, yeah, I can see a kid liking that, and then something dark really happens, really dark. Like, all right. So I think in that sense they kind of clash, but the story itself, I felt was weak. Like there was a lot of, I had a lot of questions, you know.
There's a lot of scenes as well where it's just like a lot of change all at once. Where it's like, I get it, it was based off the power of the unicorn and everything. But it's like
a lot of running around into the forest and whatnot. But the story to me fell short because at any time they could have killed that unicorn, the one they had in there, right? This whole thing would have came to a quick end once they killed that unicorn.
The goblin could have been like, all right, you want the other unicorn? Okay, bet. There you go. Boom.
And but the demon falling in love with Lili out of nowhere. That felt forced.
Yeah.
That didn't feel right. I don't know. I just felt then like where'd the demon go? Did a portal just open out of nowhere?
No clue.
Like they reflected the light. The light hit the guy. Suddenly there's a giant portal behind him he gets sucked into.
Yeah.
That wasn't there before. So I was like,
no clue.
So I wonder, but you know what? It could be too that there's a type of movie where it was probably forced to be cut down by the studio, and that happens often.
Could be.
So I wonder, like, I really feel like this was probably chopped up in a way, and it could be the fact that some of the edits in this was kind of rough. You know, it was kind of like abrupt. So I wonder if the studio thought the movie was too long and cut it down, or they were forced to cut it down. At the same time, cut down to be, I don't know. Is this movie like rated?
Well, the fact
it's rated PG, so it was made into a kid movie because that's why PG kids can go watch it, right? So I wonder if they cut it down and they probably get rid of other more darker stuff.
Could have been because the fact that the dialogue was really stretched out already.
Yeah,
it's like I'm pretty sure that could have been an issue. I can see
but
that happening.
even the dialogue, it felt like there were some parts that were missing. Yeah. Like that didn't make sense what they said. I was going to give you an example, but there were parts that were like, okay, right? So I wonder if also they were like cut out parts to force it into a PG. Like the movie could have been PG-13. You know, and I don't even know that existed back.
Well,
in
I don't think so because I know back then you guys were able to watch way more.
But you saw in the beginning the guy was indeed cutting another guy.
Yeah,
right. But I wonder if there were more scenes like that, darker,
true,
that made the movie rated R. And then no, we don't want that. We don't want rated R stuff. And they probably cut it down to make it PG, to make it a kid friendly movie.
Yeah,
you know. But the kid friendly part was annoying. You know, like I wish they would have made this like an adult, hard fantasy movie because they had the elements of that. It could have been like that, but they had to keep. You know, they made it. They watered it down.
They try to make it colorful.
Like if they remade this movie, I think if Ridley Scott remade this movie, which what we know now in terms of like fantasy movies, because
I think people would watch like in horror for sure.
Because in fantasy, there's a genre called grimdark. Right, that's where you have your George R. R. Martins, you have your John Abercrombie and others who write fantasy but dark, like
yeah,
you know. And it's not dark like it's good versus evil. It's usually people make decisions because they think that's the best thing, but it turns out to be really evil, messed up what they just did. So this movie looks like it could have easily fallen into a grim dark situation. You know, like that guy, that demon could easily be a Warhammer 40K baddie.
Yeah, no,
you know,
yeah, I can see that. If you say it like that, yeah. But I would say like this one is like just more in the sense, like for example, with what it was saying in the beginning of the movie, good versus evil.
Yeah.
Of, like love against evil.
It was just it was your
Like, okay.
your cliche type of story.
But and not only that, and especially after watching the movie, that opening thing in the beginning of the movie completely just gives the whole plot.
Yeah, it does.
You already know what you're expecting.
Yeah. But again, they made it soft. This is a soft movie. They made it that way because, again, keeping the kids element in it. And I can see why they want to have kids in this. But I can also see how kids were scared of this. And, and parents probably left the theater with a crying kid.
Or like parents using this as like, hey, see, this is why you gotta be careful because
that's the cuckoo. He'll get you this guy, you know? Yeah. The boogeyman. That's the boogeyman on screen. Yeah. But I tell you what, though, it was a badass boogeyman. That boogeyman, every time he was on screen, I was glued to him. Whoever did the makeup job, that?
They good.
Wow.
They good.
That made the whole movie, like the whole budget would have been just that.
Good acting too.
Yeah, on his part.
On his part, exactly.
On Tim.
On his, like he honestly believed that he was the demon. Like,
yeah, I was convinced.
Yeah, exactly. Like you didn't see him as just an actor.
And him screaming out, "Father, protect me." That was scary. Like, who the hell is he talking to? Whose father? You know, this guy is screaming for help.
Mighty, bro.
Dude, Satan, he's not gonna get
bro, the mighty.
Right? Jesus Christ. Wow, that movie. It was good. I loved him. I loved Tim Curry on screen. I didn't like how easy they beat him.
Yeah.
You know, even the part where Tom Cruise punched him in the face, and he went, I'm like, oh no, come on. So he didn't kill nobody. The darkness did not hurt anybody.
Yeah, no.
No, nobody. Like I would have loved to see. He should have been the guy cutting the guy on the table. You know, and then like taking a strip of meat and like, you know, so like, oh my god, that's messed up.
That is true.
That would have been like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And then like when you go fight him, like you're gonna feel nervous because he's there. Like so when he showed up, I wasn't scared. I was more in awe. Like wow.
Yeah, like good work.
He's really impressive, and when he spoke and everything, wow, that's such a great. You would never forget that character. You know, everybody else forgettable. All forgettable. Like I've seen this movie. I don't even remember that kid. I didn't even remember he was in the movie at all. I knew Tom Cruise there. As soon as he popped up, like, oh yeah, that guy is in the movie. There was a kid involved or an elf involved and whatever.
Man, that kid.
He did a good job. I'm not gonna take it from him. He did a good job.
Seems familiar.
But none of them seem helpful. The elves and the dwarves, none of them seem helpful at all. You know, they were bumbling the entire time. They were loud. They could have gotten killed a million times, right? And then he's gonna fall asleep on the most crucial part at the end. He's like, I'm gonna go lay down. These guys are the worst, the absolute worst. The Gump was the only one who was somewhat helpful, you know. And even then, Gump, he might be like one of those. I'm helpful, but you get on my nerves, I will kill you.
Exactly. Yeah, I did get that vibe from him.
Get that. If you don't kill her, I'll kill her.
And the furry was not the furry.
The fairy.
The fairy.
The fairy.
What's freaking hornball over here? Just like kiss
me
for a kiss.
Kiss me. I'm here.
Like,
let me show you my secret. Almost. You know, we almost got to that point. You know,
like damn, bro. I didn't know Jack had it like that.
Yeah, everybody, all the females were falling for Jack in 2 seconds.
Like dang.
So fun, so crazy. Well, anyway, guys, listen, if you like what we're doing, please hit the like button, subscribe button. I really appreciate you hanging out with us. If you've seen this movie, please leave your comments in the comment section. We don't know what your thoughts about this movie. Do you agree with us? Like, this movie I felt like it could have been great.
Yeah.
It's good.
Had the potential.
It's good. It could be great. It could have been great. And I would love to see the movie being redone. You know, somebody pick it up. HBO, Apple TV, somebody pick it up and redo this. This would be good. I'll watch it as a series. If they can do it right.
Yeah.
And, you know, whatever. You know,
like in the sense of like, you know, her family coming from wealth and stuff like that, and the fact that she's trying to avoid her responsibility. I can see that being
you know what I mean?
Big time. I can definitely see it.
And then this guy gives birth to like, you know, Hellboy. That's one of his kids. But anyway, guys, we want to know your thoughts. Did you see this in the movie theater? I like to know when people was in the theater or not. Did you watch it on VHS? Did you watch it on HBO or one of these cable channels when you were a kid?
Did you watch it on a movie?
I saw this. I think it was on TV. No, I think I saw it on VHS. I think I saw it on VCR. That's when I saw this movie. But I think I was a bit older. I didn't think I saw it the year it came out. I probably saw it maybe a year or two later. Definitely saw it on VHS. I didn't see it in the theater. But anyway, we'd like to know what you guys, if you guys saw it in the theater, you guys saw it on VHS, how'd you watch this movie? And what did you think about this movie? Tim Curry, wow. Excellent job.
Yeah.
Right? I think Ridley Scott, as a director, visually, it was stunning. The movie visually looked like, a fairy tale.
Fantasy, for sure.
Yeah, it was definitely fantasy. It was popping.
Blah, everything.
It was popping. So visually, it was stunning. So director, I give you credit for that.
It was
but I won't be surprised if this movie was cut down because of that. I wonder if there's a director's cut with a better story to it.
Maybe.
Or there's an improvement to it. Well, anyway, guys, again, leave your comment in the comments. And definitely want to know what you guys are thinking, guys. Listen, this movie will be available on Patreon for as little as $3 a month, unedited, along with every other show and TV movies that we've done before. You will find the link in the description below. We also have a store where we sell shirts and hats and all those goodies like that. There's some new designs that we just put up recently, so check them out. Again, the link is in the description below. Guys, listen, we appreciate you hanging out with us. We are R Nights. I'm Ray.
And I'm Gerard.
Guys, we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Take care.